Hi, this is David Comfort from Democracy Action Network. Here's what's actually wild. Over 800 military commanders gathered recently at Marine Corps Base Quantico for a speech by President Trump, only to be met with a bizarre and rambling address that felt more like a campaign rally than a serious military briefing. Can you imagine flying thousands of miles just to hear a leader call military leaders fat and ramble incoherently for over an hour? Honestly, it's crazy, but this is where we find ourselves. Trump's speech was a mix of self-aggrandizement and absurdity, peppered with dictator-like rhetoric about an enemy within. This is reminiscent of historical leaders who used fear to consolidate power, and the implications are chilling. When he claimed America was under invasion from within, it echoed sentiments that have historically justified authoritarian measures. Ever notice how such language is often a precursor to greater military involvement in domestic affairs? Then there's Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, who, in a stunning display of misplaced priorities, criticized fat generals while promoting a military culture that seems more concerned with physical appearance than actual readiness. It's absurd to think that in a time of pressing global challenges, our leaders are fixated on sideburns and body weights. What if I told you that this focus on superficial standards could distract from the real issues our military faces? Hegseth also took aim at woke garbage, dismissing diversity efforts and climate science with a sneer. This dismissal of crucial social and scientific issues is not just a personal opinion. It reflects a dangerous trend in leadership that undermines the progress we've made toward inclusivity and awareness. The military, a diverse institution, benefits from the strength of its varied members, yet here we have a leader who wants to erase that diversity under the guise of combat readiness. And let's not overlook the absurdity of Trump comparing crime in U.S. cities to war zones like Afghanistan. This hyperbolic rhetoric not only misrepresents the realities of urban life, but also serves to instill fear and justify the militarization of our police forces. It's a pattern we've seen before, where fear is used to erode civil liberties. In a world that desperately needs thoughtful leadership, it's disheartening to see such a focus on divisiveness and absurdity. The real question is, how do we as citizens push back against this trend and demand a military that reflects the values of strength, diversity, and readiness for real threats? Together, we can tackle these puzzles and advocate for a future that embraces inclusivity and intelligence over fear and spectacle. Please like this video and subscribe to our channel. It would help out a lot. Peace.